Hey everyone, it's Angela, and today we're going to talk about histograms. Histograms is something that kind of confused me when I first started teaching myself photography, and I knew it was something important, but I didn't really understand how to read the histograms. So what a histogram is basically like a chart, like you saw in like math class. So a histogram basically tells you like the tonal values in your picture. So whenever I take a picture, you know how you always look, it's just like a habit. You take your picture and you look down on your screen and you want to preview your image. Well, most of the time I don't really look at my image. I look at my histogram to see what my tones look like. So an average histogram is kind of like a bell curve where it's not too much on one side and it's not too much on the other side. It's just very like starts off very slow, goes up, comes down, and it's just very bell curve-ish. So, and that's what a typically well exposed image would look like. But let's say that you are taking pictures at nighttime. So your histogram is going to be very dark. It's going to show that you have a lot of black values and a lot of very dark values, so that your histogram is going to be very skewed. The darks will show up on your left hand side. When you're looking at your camera, you see it, all your dark values are on your left hand side, and then all your white values, all your bright values are on your right hand side. So if you're taking a night picture, then your bell curve, where you see most of your most of the information from your picture, is going to be dark. So most of it is going to be on the left hand side. But let's say you are taking pictures of a snowfield, like a field cover full of snow, or you're taking pictures of like on a bright sunny day, and you overexpose your picture. Like there's too much whites in your picture, and you can't, it's like too white on your picture. Then your curve is going to be on the very right hand side, and it's going to be very skewed to the right. I don't know what else to say. So kind of like, so that's how you want to read it. So if you are taking a nice shot, so having your graph on the left hand side is very normal. But if you're not taking a nice shot, or you don't want something to be that dark and it's over on the left hand side, then it's very easy to look at it and know that when you put your memory card in your computer, it's going to turn out way too dark than what you had expected it to be. So that's why a histogram is really good. You kind of get a visual of what the tones and what your overall picture looks like, without having to estimate by the preview. Also, if it's on the very right hand side where there's too much white or it's overexposed, most likely it's going to be very blown out, which means that it's so bright that the pixels don't read it and it just looks bright white. So with HDR photography, you take multiple exposures of the same scene. So when you take, so let's say you take 5 exposures of the same scene. So when you're looking at your image and how you shot it, you kind of want to see your histogram moving from the very left with the very darkers, and you see it moving all the way to the very right. So you know that you have all the tones of your image or of your scene very tonal. I don't know. That you have the whole tones, all the tones that you possibly get from that scene into your image. So I hope this helps, and it really does help once you understand what histograms are and how to read them. It really does help improve your exposures. Leave me a comment if you have any questions, or if you'd like to see any other videos. And make sure to subscribe when I have new videos, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.